You can hear Loon in the background. Loon. 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 Oh. Oh. Before I do an introduction, let me let the poor boy in, okay? He is being very vocal. Let me go ahead and... Oh, that's me. I'm coming to your rescue, Loon. Hold up. I'm letting him in, don't worry. Would you like to tell them what you did? Yeah? He's in here. He's in. Now, put him on the mic. He'll be on the mic. He can hear him out off the mic. But now we can finally do it. Who could it be? Who could it be? Why, it's Rina, Lunette, and Loon. Your slumbering idol and cat, soaring right into your dreams. Okay, so right before stream, I was making a decaf coffee for me, a nice hot cup of decaf, and I started hearing like Loon just crying, and I could not place where he was crying at. So I was like checking everywhere. I'm like, did he get stuck somewhere? Because he's been just very, very... I think his anxiety is just really high this past couple weeks. Loon wanted some decaf too. No, he just wanted company. But, so I'm checking everywhere, and I can't find him. And then, Father Lunette opens the door, and out comes Loon just running out. Like, I missed you. Hi. Apparently they wanted to try something and see if, like, because he's been so anxious lately, they wanted to see if, like, he could settle in, to their room, which he was. And I guess he heard me making decaf, and he was like, I want to go see Mom. Loon wants to be an idol too. He is an idol. He is an idol. So yeah, that's what took me a little bit to get on and start stream. Well, I was on the waiting stream, but it was more so just where is Loon? Let's play a game of where is the cat. So now he's in here. I'm sure you'll hear him soon. He's kind of not dissociating, but he's just kind of, you know, staring. He's like, hi. It's more just like, he's got the 1,000-yard stare going on. He's entering the astral plane. Exactly. Hope he has fun playing games with Mom. We're gonna game, yeah. And the game that we're gonna play today is called Thebeginnersguide. Just give the kid candy was not available for Father Lunette. Well, I mean, they've been discussing, like, trying to see how he would be, you know, while I'm streaming, just him being in the office, or their room, because we have what we call Lonely Loon time, which is when I stream and they sleep. He wants to be in there because he wants to snuggle with our dog. But then he's like, yeah. You okay? You okay? He just made a weird meow. So, I think I'll have him here until he doesn't want to be here anymore, or if he does something naughty, he might have to be kicked out. Moon just gets along with everybody. Actually, sadly, no, he doesn't. Thing is, he's actually has a lot of anxiety if there's a lot of people, and he's scared of little kids. So, yeah. I adopted him from a cat rescue cafe. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. He is my little nightmare. Yeah? Hold up, he's trying to leave. You okay? He's doing something. Hold up. You okay? We go see what he's up to. Give me a second. I'll get into the game in a second, but my concern is cat. Okay, he's all right. Okay, never mind. I think we're okay. So the beginner's guide. I kind of want to go in vague about this. If you have never heard of this game before, it's basically you're going to yeah, he just has very high anxiety, and he also has like a few health issues. Like I said, he gets medication every night for his health issues. So just he also has sensory issues too, and so forth. But basically, we're going to be looking into game development or having someone guide us about game development. This is a narrative based game and also a walking sim. So there is a lot with it. That's the basic gist I want to give. You good there, buddy? I might check on Loon before what he's doing on the other side of the room. I might check on him before this. See if he's okay. Give me 1 second. You okay? I will say I have. I have. But it's still one of those games. It's one of those games that it doesn't matter how many times you play it or if you played it before, that it's still... There's still, like, a lot to be found with it. You know what I mean? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm going to go to the BRB screen just so I can check on... See what he's up to. Check on the boy, the lad, the loony boy. Sorry about that. Sorry. Lunette pelleted like right when cause I was like, something's not right. Something's not right. Let me go to BRB. Yeah, he had a pellet. He got out of his system. I think he looked like he ate something he shouldn't have, so I'm hoping he's better. He's chilling now. He's like laying on the floor. But yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on him while we play this. Sorry about that. I hope he feels better too. So if you see me like kind of turning around, it's just me checking on him. I'm trying to get him in his cat bed, but he may not. I don't want to pick him. He's really weird about being picked up, and if you got upset tummy, you don't want to be picked up. So I'm just trying to get him to his cat bed on his own, or if he wants to lay like next to me or under my table, you know, wherever his little kitty cat heart desires. So we will have Loon with us for the stream until he wants out. Anyway, but I think who said it? Oh yes, Ash mentioned something about this game, so keep that in mind. But yes, game development. Let's learn. So sorry again that we're 25 minutes in and I've yet to start the game, but we will start now. Okay, let me see if I need to shrink myself down any. Make sure audio is on. Also, let me know if I do need to adjust the... I might turn it up a little bit, anyway, because the narration part is key.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level.
It's
and of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town.
No, I think
and
this
instead
is
this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator.
I think
it's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder.
Look at this.
What was going through his head as he was building this?
Parkour.
This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since.
I wonder what happened.
And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda.
Yeah.
So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Writing it
Okay,
up.
that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Ooh. So yeah, this is, in a way, we are learning how to make a game. We're learning about game developing from a game developer talking about a game developer's game. So yeah. And yeah, it is by the guy who did Stanley Parable. And we're gonna learn more. Are you guys ready to learn more? Lynn, are you ready to learn? He is. Lynn is very ready to learn. We're gonna learn how to make a game. We are going to, yes, gameception. We are gaming in a game in a game. So it's like a compilation of games this one guy made. Yes, Coda made all these games.
Warning. Whisper machine active.
Ooh, we are in. We are locked in. Woo!
This game is called Escape from Whisper,
Ooh.
and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Kick it. No, I think this is fun. I got a gun. Power. Oh, we are rushing through. We are rushing through.
Security call reached.
I'm out of bullets. I'm out of bullets.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance,
Wait,
you
that
have
was
this
a door
gun,
open.
which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere.
Well,
But then
maybe-
clearly there are no enemies anywhere.
But it's
You
fine.
can't
We
even
get to
reload the
shoot.
gun when you run out of bullets.
We got to shoot.
But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I
Yeah.
think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
I don't know. I like it like this.
Begin ship evacuation.
I like the emergency sense of sometimes we just need to have an alarm going off and just shoot a couple of bullets. For her neutral special, she wields a gun. Yeah,
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
ooh, yeah, that is the epitome of the bottom of the universe. Whisper machine status active. Evacuate immediately. The whisper machine. Ah! Actually, wait, should that mean like I need to do ASMR? The whisper machine.
Apparently
Whisper
this
machine.
space station has a labyrinth on it.
Fun.
Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've
It's an
ever been able to
adventure.
discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
No, it's an adventure. It's an adventure. Average Thursday in Rina's
Okay,
life.
this is the part that's interesting.
Hmm.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be
I wanted to
turned
solve
off,
a labyrinth.
and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in
Me?
the engine room.
Hi.
You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Okay.
It's so much to ask, but for all of
No,
our lives,
I'm down.
Would you do it?
Yeah,
Would
100%.
you give yourself?
Let's ball. Wow! Ah! Ah! There we go.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level.
Oh my god, you're
But when he
back.
first compiles
Hi,
and plays
Rina.
it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Okay, we gotta redo it. Are you guys ready to... We're gonna die 2.0. Offing myself 2.0. Yippee! Yippee! Oh.
The
Tasty
beam
blue
causes you
laser.
to start floating. And this is an
Labyrinth!
important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically
I
a
could've
glitch,
solved that if
but
I wanted
Coda
to.
identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger
planet
chaotic
needs me.
system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful
This
place,
is-
juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just
Ascending.
had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but
Oh, the
what's
Rina
clear is that
Lunette
after
keychain
making
on
this,
this is
something
pretty.
lodges itself in his
Yep,
brain.
I've become
He
a
wants to do
member
more of
and I
these
love
really
your cat.
weird
Thank you,
and
Matthew.
experimental
Thank you,
designs.
thank you.
So he stops work on
Oh, come
this
in.
and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
I liked it. Okay, November 2008. The past was behind her.
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
First I ascend, now I walk backwards. And I wouldn't say that was no clipping into the back rooms. What is the opposite of no clipping? I guess it would be ascending. Clipping out of the back rooms and ascending into space. But now we're moonwalking, something I'm very good at. Yes, clipping. Yes, clipping.
So it's a short and relatively
The future could
minimalist
not be
experiment
seen.
combining motion and narrative.
I like
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more
Why does the
focused, more
future-
complete. Code is trying to give it a unique
why does the
voice
future
rather
keep
than simply
changing,
basing it on
but
a
the future
pre-existing
can't be
trope.
seen? Guess we gotta moonwalk back here. I don't know, I like Koda's brain. I like his brain. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Oh, we're gonna ascend moonwalk. Alright, let me back it up. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Wait, can I? Okay, I still gotta walk this way. Alright. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it?
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
I like it. Koda's got a really cool brain. Must be extra wrinkly, yeah. Okay, so it's spoopy, it's dark. Ooh, ooh. We walk in and we suddenly hear Stanley walked in. We hear the narrator. You are now entering. Stanley is now entering. Loon, I'm sorry, you can't bury under there. You can't bury under that. He wants to bury.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
December 20.
Oftentimes, Koda would put
Nonsense
bizarre
in the
titles like
every
this one at the
direction.
start of his games.
No, he wants to.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but
I mean,
what are you gonna do?
if he's having fun doing like these little things, then let him have fun with it. He's trying to. Luna's trying to. Exactly, it's a very liminal space. I love it. Luna likes to bury under blankets, but right now he's trying to do it under the rug. But it's not going to work, bud. It's not gonna work. I have blankets if you want to. Here, I'll get you one. Want a blanket? Here, let me grab this. You want a blanket? Here. Ooh. How's that? You're also laying on my headphones. He's got upset tummy. See, now you can bury if you want to. You can bury. There you go. Oh no, he's making biscuits. He's baking. What a cutie pie. He's making the pie. He's biscuiting it up. Yes, Loon is my cat. I have him. He is not feeling too well, so he's with us today.
I know it's tempting, but there's actually nothing over here. Sorry.
Well, it doesn't matter if there's nothing over here. I wanted to look. I'm interested. Coda's brain is big, and it's giving liminal space. I love liminal space. He clocked in at the factory. He may be sick, but he's still working so hard. What if I put the stick notice on his forehead? All right, we got stairs. Let's go. Leg day. Hi. Poor Loon. The grind never stops, Loon. What a cute name. Also, I'm so sorry your cat, Loon, doesn't feel so good. I hope Loon is holding up okay. He's doing a bit better. He just wants to bury. I give him a blanket. He's like halfway under it, but also making biscuits and staring up at me. He is named because 1, moon. 2, he was adopted on a full moon. 3, he's named after the prince from The Cat Returns, Prince Loon. Ooh, slowing down.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Yeah, this
so
is fine.
Why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all?
Because he wants to.
Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
I want to play the original Vision. He's like, speed it up, speed it up. You can't do the labyrinth. No. I think this actually would go slow. It's like we're going a very slow escalator. An artistic intent, exactly. This is what Coda wanted. No easy steps. Although I do think we're going slower. It's fine, it's fine. This is his vision. Coda had a vision and damn, we'll see it through exactly. This time I can actually catch up. How is everyone doing today? I forgot to ask that because we had, I had to take care of Loon, but how is everyone doing today while I climb these stairs as intended? We'll have a little catch-up Zatsu. Yap time. The journey of 1,000 stairs begins with a single slow step, yes. Realistic after a few flights of stairs, this is how an average human moves. Exactly. Oh, hi, Rina. How are you? I am doing good. I'm doing good, besides what happened right before stream with Loon. Like I said, I got my decaf hot coffee. It's been a chill day. I've been feeling... Actually, it was a chill but productive day. It was a chill but productive day for me. I watched some Twin Peaks. And, yeah. If you saw, I also put up my schedule today. My schedule. Eating some good, spicy Indian fried rice. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds really good. I had some pho for dinner. Good, just got done at work at Dunkin' Donuts. Ooh, Dunkin'! I love Dunkin'. Had a nice dinner, feed and cleaning the litter box for my cats. Got done in my shower. Productive day. Productive day. Yeah, it was like I'm really kind of chilled out, but I was still working. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. See, this is what Coda envisioned. We don't need to press enter. Look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps left. Doing good. Just got my ice cream for my sore throat. My cold is getting better. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better. Yes, eat that ice cream. Ice cream sounds really good right now. I gotta do a grocery order someday within the next few days, so I might put some ice cream on there. I've been specifically craving like Ben and Jerry's like Cherry Garcia. I've been just craving it. Need to watch some David Lynch's work someday. Definitely. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Ooh, look at all of... Oh god, don't go down. Look at this. This is what Coda wanted. Highly recommend checking out David Lynch's work. Some of it might be a bit too... It depends on your taste. Some of it is can be very obscure. Personally, like, I'm in like season 2 of Twin Peaks, and after a certain point in Twin Peaks, I kind of check out, like in season 2. Then the finale draws me back in. Yeah, this is a speed run. Look what we just did. We did it so... This is a slow run. But we're doing this. This is what Coda envisioned. This is what he envisioned. And we're almost there. We're almost here. Let's go. It was worth it. Press U to surrender. A button you press to stop the chaos. But that doesn't work. Oh, he had like a bunch of ideas in here.
A room that's warm,
read an enemy's
nice,
emails to
and
learn how to
filled
beat
with
them.
little ideas for games.
You construct a wall. The wall is destroyed. You're given a medal. I like that. Stand
Coda
on
would
X,
often tell me
staring at
that
a
he
bear for
didn't
3
mind
hours.
if people
Perfect
thought of him
game.
as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate
Live
person,
on a boat.
but that it
take
takes
orders from
time
the
to
captain.
really see
the
that.
captain is always around.
It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Yeah. You wanted to give me a shortcut. No. I took my time. You play as a loud bodiless soul. I didn't get to finish reading that. Ready, set, fish. See, Coda has a great brain. So many good ideas. Like, stare at a bear for 3 hours. I think that would be a great stream. Do whatever a captain says on a boat, but the captain is always wrong. A+. Build a wall, break a wall, win a medal. Perfect. No no's. Bear staring contest, bearing contest. Peak gaming experience. I want to stare at an owl for 3 hours. Hi, I'm Owl. Unless you mean like an actual owl, which I do too. Staring the 1,000-yard stare. Hi, Owl. Unedited footage of a bear. I love unedited footage of a bear. Speaking of which, there is a membership stream this week. Where we are going to be diving into one of the first YouTube horror series called Into the Dark, a Louise Paxton story. But I do want to dive into unedited footage of a bear and those types of things as well. I would love to do This House Has People in It. All of those. So we're having our first deep dive. It was between, honestly, I wanted to start with something pretty old and kind of build from there because I was like thinking of doing Daisy Brown, if anyone has heard of Daisy Brown. But I think it's gonna be good with the one that we have because it's basically like you're watching a movie, but we're gonna like be pausing it, taking notes, reading up on some of the story, you know, having our own visual spying with it, like uncovering the mystery as it goes. Greylock? I don't think I've heard of Greylock.
Well, this is new for Coda.
But
It's an actual puzzle.
I will look into it.
Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
What do you mean an actual puzzle? He's been doing great puzzles. This is a great puzzle. 10 out of 10. かっこいい。かっこいい。I like it. It's got pizzazz. Monument Mythos. Ooh, that's a good one. Flesh Pit National Park. I haven't heard of that one. Greylock is a personal favorite. Highly recommended. Peak Analog series. Ooh, going on my list right away. Going on my list. I've heard of Monument Mythos though, and I did like that one. I like it. Open door, closed door. Open door, closed door. Oh yeah, I have like a huge list of stuff I want to go over, so I will be adding that onto it.
Alright, let me just walk you through it. You're gonna hit the switch on the outside to open the door, then hit the same switch and walk through the door before it closes. You'll see a second switch on the inside, which will open the second door.
Oh, he's
Don't
a
forget
genius.
that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
It's like a little surprise face. 3 dots. Oh, look, 3 dots. It's making a little surprise face. Man, I love fishing.
So that seems to be it, right?
Yeah.
You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright,
It was a good
now I'm
fishing
going to modify
simulator.
the game again
Stop
so that when you
modifying
press
it.
enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Alright. Ooh! Who doggy?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a
This is
rich
so
interior.
cool.
And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Ooh.
Either way, I think that
Upside down
the point is the
world.
same. Is that most of the time, you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
Here.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I don't need to understand. I am entertained. I like Coda's brain. January 2009. The Illusion Light. It's very dream world. Like, it's something you would see in a dream, of course. It's very dreamy. Liminal space. It's almost like Alice in Wonderland and stuff. Yeah, that too. Whoa, okay, we are now exiting. Stanley is now exiting.
Aha!
Dreamscape
So,
location,
this,
yes.
combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are
Like
literally
an
connected
idol?
in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
I don't know, I just think he likes to make games. Okay, March 2009. You can't see it because of my big old head. The Great and Lovely Descent. Let me have a sip of decaf coffee. I like it. Nice house. House time.
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Okay.
Every video
Take
game
notes.
runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Streetwise fool. That's me, I'm a streetwise
To make
fool.
all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Where it leads us to this. I like this cafe. I'm gonna give him a good rating on Yelp. Damn. Use brushes for the toilet? That's psycho. Carpeted washroom. Yeah, that's why I kind of like ran out like carpet. People, like, honestly, anyone who has like carpet in their bathroom, that's just psychotic behavior. So much room for activity. You know what? This is a good space to drink. I should okay, you know what? This is a good spot. I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee. This is where I would like to drink my coffee. I don't need those seats up there and outside. I want to sip my coffee in the void filled with cubes. Oh, don't worry. You don't need to know what's happening. Just know that we're in a cafe. The Void Coffee. We're learning about game developing. Ooh. Okay, parkour time. Ooh. Curious how far. Ooh, maybe I can. I'm going for the gold. See, this is the perfect cafe experience. Once again, it's very dream core. It's very Rina core. Okay. I think we might just have to go for it. Wait, okay. Ha! Blocky void space is my head canon for how Rina gets from dream to dream. Maybe. You might be onto something, but I won't share my secrets yet. I mean, you did see parallel world. Parallel world. That could be a small hint, but there could be even more to uncover. Hell yeah. Gaming. Gaming. I like that there's a prison under this cafe. Is it? Yeah, it's a prison. Where'd it open? Alright. Minecraft ad dropper. Spiral staircase of doom. Oh, time to go into my. All right, what'd I do?
Funny enough, in Coda's original design, the door stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
No, what if we want the game experience of staying in here for hours?
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else.
Okay.
Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
Okay. Coda's pretty based for that because, yeah, what if he doesn't... You can make a game for any way that you want to. It doesn't have to be... Like, if he just likes having these little silly things, like being stuck in a cage for an hour, let him. If he wants a slow staircase, let him. If he wants to have, like, all these silly little things, let him. Behold, a man! The argument. But would you like to be stuck in a cage for an hour, Rina? It depends on my crime. But if the game developer intended me to stay in the cage for an hour, then I'd chill in there. I'd chill. Just like the stairs. He intended us to go up the stairs slowly. So I like the option to be stuck in a cage for an hour. It's a dissociation time. Sometimes you just need to be put in a cage for a while to dissociate, kind of think about stuff, stare at a wall, maybe take a nap. Like the 4-hour baby game. That's a different thing. That's a different thing. Oh God, please. Ooh. What if I did do it someday? I'm gonna do that every time I see that. What if I just play a bunch of, like he said, Coda sent him a bunch of games where it's just like there was a box. What if I played a bunch of those games?
It's the puzzle again,
Ooh.
with the exact same solution as the last time.
But the developer intended you to play for 4 hours. What's the difference? It's not the developer. It's the narrator. The narrator's different. The narrator's trying to like. Okay. If we want to get into law, the narrator did create the game. Okay, maybe you have a point. But the narrator is first and foremost the narrator. Maybe someday we'll do the 4-hour baby game. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we'll do it, okay?
There's still no clear
I don't know
indication of
when
what
either.
makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Not everything needs to have an interpretation. Sometimes a silly little puzzle like that is just a silly little puzzle. Make for an interesting Zatsu. Just, the thing is, well, I know the structure of how the game works. It's not just don't let the baby burn. Some other stuff gets added to it after a certain amount of hours. But, I mean, it is a 4-hour long game, but things do happen. Because the narrator does get bored. But yeah, that might be a Zatsu idea for the future. The far future. This is the beginner's guide. Surely I'll be fine. The thing is, if you mess up, you have to
Here,
restart the
Coda
whole
begins
thing.
using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities.
We have
Use
options.
the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Alright. You there. Did you come from up above? What was up there? Yes. There was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes. There was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes. There were these colored floating colored blocks. Okay, if he's talking, are they talking about what's above? Because it's number 1. A world stamped with whiteness. And then we go to the floating blocks. Then we go to the prison. So I'm gonna say the world was stamped with whiteness. That's the world above. You've been there. Now this is an important question. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors in the switch? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I prefer to not tell you. After all, we just met. You know what, you guys look chill. You got your little listen things on. It's like the meme, the yapper and the listener. Like So you know what? I will yap to them. Yes. Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Oh, god damn! I'm gonna be honest. Number 2, but this is, like, I can tell them, like, you guys want to know? I will tell you the switch trick. I'll tell you right away, you're listening. You pull the lever, then once the door opens, you pull it again, then you run in there, you pull the lever, clunk. And then once the door closes, you have another lever. Then you pull that lever, then you can leave. You didn't solve it? So you have learned nothing. You cannot help us escape this prison. You are not the one I need. Surely there will be someone else. I'm sorry I let you down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hello. Oh, loop. Oh, wait. Okay. Yes. Do you want to know how to solve it? All right, we get a do-over. It's not rin over. We get to do-over. All right. So yes. Do you want to know how to solve it? Oh wait, Loom one's out. No, we actually find the blank space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Give me 1 second, then one's out. Ready? It's on. Did you hear he gave you guys a little goodbye meow? He was he was scratching at the door to get out, but then like he walked over and just went. So he said goodbye. Boop. All right. So. You find the blank space between the doors far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Why would I care about the space between the doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed through it. I don't recall a space between the doors. I do recall it. And I did care about it. I wouldn't say that it made me feel strange, but absolut. I would say I didn't feel strange, but I did feel something about it. Don't think too hard about it. Thank you. You'll see it again soon. Alright. See, now we're chill. It's not been over. We're so back. We are so back.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Whee! Oh.
it's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose,
I like this
and maybe you
area.
can only float around in that headspace for so long.
No, I like
Because
the
now he
photo
wants
idea.
something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them.
I just want to sit
And as we
here
go,
and just
that
kinda
idea will get clearer
look
and clearer
around.
and clearer.
Like, I just want to vibe. Is it so much to ask? Like, I find it very peaceful here. No! April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Nice room. Not. No, it is a nice room. This is a gorgeous room. Troll.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet.
Yeah.
All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
Parasocial much
I was
there,
over
Davey?
enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Hello. I like his notes. He's trolling
Oh,
himself.
feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing
No,
anything
no.
for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
No, but
Either
everyone
way,
can read this.
To me, they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with
Hey.
thoughts and feelings
This person
and
could be
beliefs
sad.
and has no way to express them except as scattered
Yeah,
and
but they
unheard
wrote
voices
much
in a
wrong.
game that wasn't meant to be played.
I'd rather be doing literally anything else other than playing this.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That
Hey, I can
in
type
playing
here.
this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt,
Why?
that we get to
Why?
know him better and actually kind of connect with
Too
him.
many messages in this area.
And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them
Cool
better
Catherine,
and have to
bro.
do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Do not be afraid. Do care. I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I will never see... I never want to see... Wait. Let me start from the beginning. I just saw a flying penguin. Let me tell you that it was the most majestic thing I've ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will ever be as majestic as that. I never want to see if nothing will ever be as beautiful, that beautiful again. I'm crying now and ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. I don't know. Coda's up to something. Coda's big brain. How is there wood and grass and concrete here? What the fuck? Honestly, so true. He's making valid points. Jump scare! Damn! I want to tell you the secret. Once upon a time, I did. We are ballin', so he's wrong. I'm the king of the world! I'm the king of the world! Define fun. Let me see. What? Okay, that is where I came from, so down here. Ah. What do we have here? What the shit is this cavern? Boring. I can assure you guaranteed that this is an acorn. There is an acorn somewhere. Here, in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. Big brain. Wait, can I? Oh, this way. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. I think this is a great game. Refuse to believe. I do too. Butt ass butt. Now, who in SVP wrote this? I need to go to the freaking bathroom. Recognize me, please. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Truer words have never been spoken. A free t-shirt. Dang, I want a free t-shirt. Need other side. The why you so. Or not the why you so mean. Make game. Includes door. Cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. Door how open. Exactly. I was thinking Nana. Nana would write that. Door, why are you so... I can see the meme in my brain. Someday I'll meet the person who made this. I hope you do. I hope you meet yourself. I help people because of the eternal good feeling I get. No room! Do you hear the chimes? They keep going, don't they? I would like very much to be desired. It's not very crowded here. Scared of writing something. Don't want to feel judged. I'm not judging you. It's the 3 dots though. The 3 dots that made the face. Don't bother. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. I think you can go in there, I think. Welcome, congratulations. I didn't really know where to go with this. Yeah, babe. I failed to write anything here, but you wrote something beautiful. I am compelled. Stop! Turn back! Proceeding further will only result in misery. Ah, misery can make a good company. Take my hand, let's jump together. Okay, I got your hand. Cabbage shapes our nation. The guy from Avatar would agree. What is that painting? It does not matter if you ever get over there. Very good game. Hey, don't talk about me that way. I won't. I didn't say anything. My cabbages. I think this is not going anywhere. Next time I will do better. I need someone to talk to. This is a note? Don't listen to the other notes. I'm gonna listen to them. I'm not safe. Ooh. Stop faking it. Oh, I'm starting to... You can hear whispers. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Ethical. I saw a person walking down there and now it won't come back. Devil Tower Star. What if that was a game title working on? Well done, all of you. Painting. What does it mean? Whoever made this has issues. Who are all of you? It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Stop pretending you are other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Cabbage shapes our nation! All hail cabbage! From up here it just looks like dots. Yeah. It's not pointillism. I know it could be pointillism, but I thought pointillism was another thing. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and how imperfect from far away. Long live cabbage. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help, I'm trying to speak. Art. Art. We will all die someday. Devil Tower Star. That's the second one. Maybe he wants to name something Devil Tower Star. Maybe I'll feel really good someday. Color painting is about colored dots. Yeah. He was, himself, the most horrible creature he could imagine. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret. He kept it well. I beat the game! More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
I wish I was there. Writing notes I wish there were notes in the real world. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. Downward. Keep digging.
In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Does this puzzle have a solution? OMG, I've been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help. Help. This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Shit, how do you solve it? Developer, answer please.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Got one left over here. Ooh. How do you leave notes? Oh, they're writing about me. This is how you leave notes. Perfect way to leave notes. Are you there? Say something, please. It can be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Or are you having difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Okay, this is May through June 2009.
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Alright, next game. We're on the next game. Oh, I see IKEA furniture. I know IKEA furniture when I see it. I I know IKEA furniture. This is basically like a IKEA display. This is what it's like when you go into an IKEA, not gonna lie.
See, like, this is it.
Yeah.
The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it.
No,
you
I
just
find it
walk to
great.
the end of a hallway.
It had IKEA
Except
furniture.
for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison.
Maybe
He's
he
gonna
just
start
likes
over,
IKEA.
use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Which furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator? Put a giant hole in the ground. Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. Really like a washing machine. 10 stoves lined up along the wall. No, I want a horse picture. Perfect. Just what I was looking for. I think we should light up this room. A skylight. Full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking a 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling light with fluorescent trim. I think we should... we'll put a live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. Yes, this is made by the same guy who made the Stanley Parable. Wait, no, I pressed 1. A table, you need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices make a difference. Tables were invented in 1935. I know that's not real. Hello, hello. 2. Perfect. What about my... Ooh! Oh, now this is what I'm talking
There's a
about.
bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
No, I like it. This is the true IKEA experience. The IKEA back rooms. Let's go.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at
Now
the
it's
prison idea
IKEA.
from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Okay. Wait, what? This game will enable you to escape any prison environment. Pew. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. We got the little face. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Yeah, that's not straight at all. But that's even more crooked. No! Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. Can I? No! No! On. Now go to the left side of the left side sofa. Move it a little. Ew, I can't. I gotta push it this way. It's not even. It's not even. Finally touch the shelves. It's not even. Shelf. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. This is a prison. If I have to look at this and uneven furniture, I don't want it. This is a prison. this music.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
The turns have tabled.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
I like this.
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these.
Okay.
I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them.
Nice.
Personally, I think it's awful to watch this.
Why?
To see a person basically unraveling through their work.
I don't think he's unraveling.
And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on?
Upside down?
Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Sound like Stanley is unraveling, not Coda. I think it's more Davey, the one is unraveling. He can't grasp that Coda just maybe wants to build these things and have fun with it. He just keeps going. Maybe he just likes to build the prisons with IKEA furniture. Maybe he's a fan of IKEA. Ooh, this is pretty though. But I miss my prison. Will the phone booth be my new prison? But it did say lampposts. Okay, let's get in. A new prison. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escape prison. Oh, we're talking alternate universes here? Time travel, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff? I heard the sound. Have a good night! Sweet dreams! Now hooting in the background. Ooh, 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 ooh. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yep,
it's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself.
I'm glad to be able to
You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
To like to escape. I think he's having a good time. Actually, I'm already forgetting about, what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison. I feel like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Honestly, I kind of miss it, but this person wants to give out, so I don't want to be like, I miss it. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all, which is a good thing. I mean, it depends on how you want to view it, but if you're stuck in a prison with IKEA furniture, I think that will alter your brain in some way, and then leaving it will alter your brain again. Have a good night! Have a good night! Sweet dreams! Oh good! Oh, so they wanted me. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know? I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now in what matters. Number 2. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? You know, somebody just like the narrator of this game. He constantly just overanalyzes the actions of this cartoon creator, and I'm like, bruh, it's not that big of a deal. It actually is the person who voices this is the actual creator of the Stanley Parable. It's just a fun, and knowing it's Stanley Parable, that's why I don't want to give like spoilers or anything, like, but it's so cool, like, he's doing this. It's still you. No, I think I'm the first to call back. Can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk to me a bit. Yeah, let's talk. What? Will that free me? Does that work? Listen, we can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. It will make sense. These are all ominous. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a little bit. Will you be here? We'll be here for as long as you need.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games.
Yeah?
After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Everything's gonna be daijoubu. August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Ugh, ominous but reassuring.
To me, this
Another
environment
IKEA.
is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
It's a IKEA little sample area. Oh, it's so cold out here. Set up top. I think it's
Just so you're aware, nothing will happen up here until you've been inside the house.
No, but maybe I wanted to look, because I wanted to have like a good view up here. Alright, time to go into the house, into the IKEA house. Hello. Well, my goodness. I'm glad as heck that you showed up. Might I have been... Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself.
You'll
And
notice
right
that the
miserable.
quality of the art is a step up from
That would have
previous
been.
games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Everyone knows how lonesome. I feel like this person has a bit of a twang in their voice, so I'll up my accent a little bit. But my goodness, I'm glad as heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself. And right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows how lonesome hands make lousy homes. Hello, hello! The options are: number 1, don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'd be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make lousy homeowners. For cleaning the whole place, I'm gonna go with number 1. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. This place is, a place like this nice. I'm glad to stay here all night. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself, no? A little, what now? Little ahead? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Yeah, certainly. And these dishes. Got 'em. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Will do. I like this music. It's very cozy. Just really wanna why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Man, I love this. I love this song. It's so pretty. It's simple, but effective. Loon got to the rug. Do you enjoy being a housekeeper? How'd you end up doing this? It's been a long time since I've seen this house this messy. Number 2. A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like cleaning my own room. Might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Oh, speaking of demons, someone put this couch in all in a mess. Would you come out and straighten these pillows here? Will do. Roger that. This is such like a calming song. What the heck? Like, this sounds like something that would be on my Spotify playlist, but I'm sure we'll see the credit of the song after this. Looks like someone spilled a drink all over the couch. Oh, spilled a drink over by the couch. There we go. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, I'll try to get by. Do you absolutely have to? No, I want to make it extra cheesy. Make it especially cheesy just for me. ... No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. No. I would like to hear. Hey, the dishes need to be washed. Why don't you do that? I bet it wasn't stupid at all. I bet it was wonderful. But I'll wash the dishes for you. Last I checked, the tub needs cleaning. How would you scrub it down as best as you can? No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Like, this is a simulator I could get behind. Like, little mundane things like this, I love it. Are there still books scattered on the floor in the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Are all the houses this easy to clean? Darling, let me tell you something. In your lifetime, you are going to clean a lot of houses, and among those, a few of them will stick out as truly wonderful, beautiful experiences, and none of them will be the ones that were easy.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I'm glad. He needs to be happy. I wish Coda the full happiness. This is Drippy Rina Core game. This whole level is very Rina Core. Something like I would spend a whole stream just doing this. Darling, you were right to go with the southern accent. Alright, let's tidy up this tub. Yes? Earlier I said I had a really cheesy thought. I was gonna say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. No! Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. No, but there is a bit of truth in it. No, I agree. There is a bit of truth in it. Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Okay. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Will do. Wait, that's a... I like this. Oh goodness, those pillows all over the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Would you go over and straighten them up a bit? Can't have these folks coming home to a messy couch. Fixed up. Anything else? I'll be happy to do it. Question, yes?
But,
do you enjoy
of course,
this?
it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
You know what, not Coda, but Davey modded the couple games. I feel like he was like, you're taking, you know, because it was gonna ask a question. We didn't get to see the question. Davey is definitely modded this, so we couldn't, you know, just do that for as long as we wanted. He was like, come on, we gotta get the show on the road. Even if they run out of questions, like, I don't mind. I will clean that house all day with that lovely music on repeat. Yeah, I want to stay too, but alas,
which is the whole point of the puzzle
lamppost.
doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move.
No,
I really thought that was the point of it.
it was just a house cleaning simulator. Okay, September 2009. Items you love
This
and
one
members
gets
only
a bit
prices.
goofy.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? I can't really move. Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to be perfect. To become perfect. Got it. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. Yay! I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human than I am. Right now, do you think about that? Do you think about that way in your own life? Not really. Oh gosh, wait. So, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how we do it effortlessly.
About halfway through the game,
This is
the
so easy.
perspective
This is so
shifts.
easy. Perfect and effortless. Okay, the Lord of the Rings?
You play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are.
We're in the Lord of the Rings
and also
now.
you can move around the classroom now.
Alright, number one, this is the key, because I don't know if we can answer the other one. I like how that one student is just kind of hanging out. Because we were like popping into different seats for different perspectives, but now, okay. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Oh my god. Kids should not follow their dreams. Oh my god. This is key. How do I achieve it with no effort? Well, let me tell you right now. If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold inside. Being alone must be awful. Oh, I can't press the other options. Oh wait, there's nothing after this. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. If you are torturing yourself, trying to find the right solution for your life, you're not doing it right at all. I want to get up there so bad. I'm gonna go with number 1. Thank goodness all of you are perceiving me as wise and intelligent. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is... Okay, Monica. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest simple path forward? Ew! I'm developing a cyst. Gross! Haha, just kidding. Anyone else want to do some ecstasy? Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There's no truth. Who wants to do ecstasy with me and see what I'm seeing? What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys. Something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out! Look out! I feel like that's the appropriate answer for this. He's got the eye of Mordor over here. Nothing. No one. It's coming for you! It's gonna destroy you! Everyone run! My one student! My one student! Run!
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have.
I just like the one guy who's
assume
just
that some
chilling.
other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Run away! Okay, January 2010.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Let me first see if there's anything. I think no matter what, it's gonna loop me back to the stage. Alright. It's showtime. Ahem. Alright, you guys ready for a concert? Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. And this scene you'll be playing as me. We are all gathering. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against the wall because I'm cool. I'm cool. Alright. Alright. We got this. We got this. Good. Stay there. Alright. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on. Ask her something. We have hello. Sorry I have to leave. Where is the bathroom? Okay, we got the wise, happy, focused, successful person. Alright. Ahem. Let me give my reply. Where's the bathroom? What are you doing? You're deflecting. You're not saying what's actually on your mind. Stop dancing around it and have a conversation with this person. Do it again. Okay. I'm like super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. Alright, hi, it is a professional lady, and I might be maybe I'm nervous. Am I gonna start yapping fully? I like you. Ski this. No, no, no. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce, these cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now go talk to her again. Oh man, I can't do it. Done. Oh man. I think it's random. Come on, it was the one note. Dun, 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 dun. That's what I was hoping to achieve. Rina went pretty ladies. Yes, we want to make unedited footage of a bear, but that we need a bear. We need a bear to do it. And we need more. Okay. The numbers are... You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you had to make? Oh, ooh. This lady is just watching me bounce around the room and staring up at the ceiling. I'm sorry. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out of this. You'll freak her out of this conversation. Gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another chance. Oh my gosh. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Oh, we got the lamppost. Happy focused. I think we were doing great. Lamppost. Was I that bad? Was I that bad that you had to imprison me? Was it because I couldn't play Black Parade? I'm sorry. I got sent to theater kid jail. This is where Toka's sending me. Okay, yes. Now this is
the game
working.
ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having
really
to perform
wonderful.
and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world.
Can I get my own interpretation
of the game? That wasn't what I wanted
for
him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Okay, June 2010. You must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin game. My interpretation was that we sucked so bad that we got put into theater kid jail. Not the My Owl romance. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Which is how Coda and Davy are coping. He's like, you suck at this. Go to theater kid jail. Here we must have our eyes closed. Ooh. Ah! Help! I'm blind. Where's we're gonna help? Ugh. Someone please talk to me. We're gonna let this happen. It's on. It's. We're gonna face it. We're gonna face it. Yui's dream. Door.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution,
Way
by
to
the
stop
way.
it is speaking presently honest. Yes, that's it. That's the truth.
Like I said, I was getting concerned.
I'm out of
First off,
ideas.
he's never been this explicit
draining
in his
me.
work about exactly what he's thinking.
It's burnout.
So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him.
I figured.
Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves
Coda.
disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Coda. He's dealing with burnout. Love how Yui's listing over doors just randomly became a thing. It's true. There's a door for Yui right here. I give this door to Yui. Coda's dealing with some burnout, and it also probably doesn't help that you're over criticizing his games. Where he just seems to be doing this for fun. He doesn't want to have an objective. He just wants to do what he wants to do. Stuck in it. We're going to be okay. We will be okay. We will be okay, Coda.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
December 2010. Christmas time. Okay, you can't see it because my head's blocking it, but hello? Where am I? What is this? Where am I? God, this place gives us such dreamy feels. I love it. Oh, Mayfair! Mayfair! Hello, hello! Welcome to the raid! Welcome for the... Welcome in, raiders! Thank you for the raid! Maybe, what were you doing? Hello, hello! We are currently playing the Beginner's Guide, which is, we're the creator of the Stanley... It's done by the creator of, the Stanley Parable, one of my favorite games. And the game developer is talking about another game developer's work, and we're kind of looking through it. I smell Mayflowers. Ooh, this looks interesting. It is such a good game. It's definitely has like that big dreamy vibe. It is so good. I hope you're doing well. Let me introduce myself to the lovely raiders. Who could it be? Why, it's Rina Lunette, Stellar Burst Productions, slumbering idol soaring right into your dreams. As mentioned, we are playing the Beginner's Guide, which was created and is also narrated by the guy who created the Stanley Parable, Davey. See what a cute introduction. No, you're cute. You're cute. I hope you had a lot of fun with your stream. What are you up to, if I may ask? Unless you need to hop off soon, then very much understand. Hello, is anyone there? Tree. Is that a person? How lovely. Let me change it around. Okay. I don't want to voice this. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been such a long time since I've talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost and completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. Oh gosh, we're truly going into crisis mode, existential crisis mode. Cutie pies, supporting fellow cutie pies, yes. And Meifei is a cutie pie for sure. Okay, we're dealing with some existential dread now and burnout. Need to hop off, but I hope you have fun playing Rina. Please don't fall too much in existential crisis. I'll try not to get into an existential crisis. But have a wonderful rest of your day or night, Meifei. Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do. Forehead kiss. Mwah. All right, now back to our dread. We gotta. Dorito mouth time. I'm completely out of ideas. Oh no! Wait, oh no! What happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me, to start it again. The engine is my brain. Wait, you're trying to find the machine? I know where that is. It isn't far. I need to see it, to know why it stopped.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Why? I can take you to it, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? It doesn't matter what I say, does it? We're all gonna end up there one way or another, right? I'm gonna be a full existential crisis mode. Oh, it just said deal. Wait. Oh, it forced me to say deal. Perfect. Come along. I'll show it to you now.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Hey, I recognize this. I solved this puzzle before. This is easy. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you have to open the door. Wait. Okay, now what? Now, you have to close the door. The first door. Alright, what's next? Just press the switch here. That was so simple.
You can't talk yourself
I can't believe I
out
never
of
solved
loneliness.
this before.
It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers.
Why not?
Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Okay, here we are. What are you talking about? There's no machine here. They're just words on some walls. I'm completely out of ideas. Hello, is anyone there? Where am I? I need to see... to know why it stopped. Why? This is easy. Wait! Are these the answers? These aren't all the answers I chose, but this is some of them. These are just some words on the wall. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say the game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. In comes the toxic positivity. Oh god, the toxic positivity to keep the gears going. Oh man. Hold up. Okay, making games is easy. Making games is simple. Making games is effortless. Oh. Shh, that felt wonderful. But it wasn't true. Why do I feel so awful when I said that? Why did the walls just crumble? Hurry. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Gami! Gami! Welcome, welcome. We're gonna have the ambience of someone crying in the background, okay? Gami! Welcome, welcome. The Dabudachi raid. Gami, how are you? How was your stream? We're going through an existential crisis at the moment. We're suffering. We're going into toxic positivity mode. That's good. Welcome, welcome. We are playing the Beginner's Guide, which is a game developer showing off another game developer's work. Narrated and created by the same person who did the Stanley Parable. Hope your birthday was good. Oh, get me how to do homework? That is perfectly fine. I appreciate the raid regardless. Thank you, Galmi. Hope homework goes easy for you. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine if she can't be here. I hope her homework goes easy for her. And yes, my birthday was really good. After being explicitly told not to have an existential crisis, oh, we're having one. Welcome, welcome in. I'm gearing back into dread mode. But welcome in, everyone. Heard there was merch. There is merch. There is merch. You can find a link in my description. I also have a community post that goes over all of the merch. I even have one of the pieces, the acrylic keychain with a transparent cape on my forehead, so you can kind of see how it works in some of the environments. Right now, it's just the existential dread room. So, that's what the keychain is kind of going through here. All right. Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. It is easy. It never stops being easy, too. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself.
It's like,
just don't ever stop creating.
Video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Perfect.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. We're basically like, we're dealing with an existential crisis, burnout, and so forth. And we're basically encouraging like toxic positivity here. Like Koda's going through it. Koda's really going through it. And really having to force himself to say like, everything is fine, everything is daijobu. Work is easy. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made from my work is 100% is worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Yes, more. Keep going.
This is what I felt at the time.
There's no shame, no fear, no guilt. I'll be saved.
I wanted it to stop more than anything.
Unquestionably, I am the best.
I never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Incredible, that's it. I'm free. And it brings us back to the prison. Our prison cell. Wait.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Koda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
May 2011. The machine. So really imprisoned by... They feel trapped. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. Why am I still doing a southern accent for these? Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. We captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. Would you like to begin the interrogation whenever you like? Wait, why do we want to... Why are we interrogating the machine if the machine is... The machine is basically us. Because it's us and our brain power. So we either want it to be quick, quiet, or brutal. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like any of these options. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Koda. I called it! The machine is Koda. It's his brain. It's Koda. Oh god, so basically we're attacking Koda. Koda is attacking him. Koda. What will you do with it? How did you capture the machine? Can you please tell us? What's gonna be done with the machine? Where's the machine now? Please, could you take a moment for an interview? No. Will it be punished? Why are we gonna punish it? I don't wanna punish it! Will the machine... Oh god! What will be done with the machine? Oh. Is it actually a machine? Do you know where the poisonous games have come from? Can you tell us? Koda!
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work is keeping us alive. Your work is keeping us healthy. Oh my god, this is like inner conflict. Oh god. I don't want to question this. This is painful. This is very painful. Because all these answers are just horrible. And for like this mental state. Because this is about his creativity, so it'd have to be feeding. Oh god. These people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? Oh my god, the inner conflict. But this is also, you have someone who's constantly, like Davey, is constantly berating his games and telling him you're not doing enough. Your games seem to have a point, so Koda is pushed into a corner now. all these answers. Ugh. I don't even know what to pick. I feel bad. Okay, random. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. It's only because of your creation that any of us could make it through every day. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go out to the people. You need to go out to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. I've been so alone. Because it's likely what he felt. No! Don't... The thing is, don't... like, it says apologize for leaving me. Coda! Coda! No, nothing? Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. Oh! I've seen the thing you fear. I should have done 3. Alright then. I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Ooh, Coda. Alright. Protect. Protect. I protect. I attack. I protect. I don't care. Hello, hello. Oh god, my followers! I have a troubling revelation. This machine will not apologize to us. This machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. Oh my god. So no matter what, we are, ooh. I don't like where this is gonna go. The machine will not apologize to us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will have to find a way to live without it. We don't need its games. Yes. Let us pay for our retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let's pay for retribution. We're pushing ourselves so hard. No! No! Oh no. The options are follow me, we destroy the machine, and follow me, we destroy everything the machine has created. Both are very horrible. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Coda! Both of these. Oh, okay. Press random. Oh. Listen, I'm happy to have my gun back, but I don't want to use it for this. This is Coda's work. This is evil. This is so... Oh my god, this is so sad. This is horrifying. Literally destroying his work. He's just done. He's mentally... Like, he's just... going through so much. Coda!
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself.
Coda.
I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games.
No.
It might get him out of isolation.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it.
As I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it.
Davey!
Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback.
Davey!
So what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Davey! Oh god, 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 oh god. So basically, he didn't consent to this. We are viewing the games. We are viewing his games without consent. We are part of the problem. Oh god, Davey is the main problem, but... Davey shared it without consent. And then he's showcasing it to us, so we're also the problem. We're also feeding into it.
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
Davey!
I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his game.
But he didn't consent to it.
The point of it all was just to give him some external reference point.
He didn't ask.
They genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Davey! He did not ask for this. This is basically... Put down your weapon. Well, he did consent for his games to be shown because it just seemed like he was making them for the sake that he just wanted to make them. And it seemed like Davey wasn't being a healthy influence on him, and then he shared all of his games without consent. We're part of the problem here because we're viewing the games without his consent. And the fact that, remember, Davey modded some of these games. Like
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
I hate this. I hate this.
Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something...
You're not a friend.
I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
You're trying to excuse yourself.
They enjoyed his games. It was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling.
You got gratification from his games, from doing this.
So beautifully, beautifully happy.
You got happy from this, not Coda. I can fix him. Davey did a horrible job.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Personally, now I think, okay, June 2011. Personally, I think the game that Coda made right there, thinking about it, it was more of like, it wasn't him having a self-destructive thing. It's the fact that Davey is pushing him and also is sharing his games without his consent or knowledge. And yeah, now he's sharing a game that was meant for him only. Like, Davey, what the hell? What the hell? This isn't right. This isn't right for you to share. We should not be witnessing this. Like, if you really think about it, the last work was more so the grind set of Davey was always criticizing his games and had like a very parasocial gravitation toward Coda. Like, no, your games need to do this. Your games need to have this. Where he just wanted to have games that didn't have a function or anything. He just liked making them for the heck of it.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world.
Trying to distance itself from you.
It's a very cold game.
And yet you shared it. And now I'm playing it because now... See, now we're part of the problem too, is because I have to play this game. We all failed Coda. Davey tried to impose his own ideas and values into Coda's work. And he just wanted to make some neat things for the sake of making neat things. Exactly, that was it. And then sharing his work, and then even said, like, it made me happy. I don't understand why it didn't make him happy. I did a good thing, like he was trying to justify it. That's not being a good friend. That's not being good at all. Sometimes you just want to be in jail for an hour, not to be playable. Exactly, like that's break time, that's nap time.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable.
Yeah, that
The game goes
hurt.
beyond not
That kinda
being meant
hurt.
to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
He even, okay, not only did he share this game, he modded it. He modded Coda's work. This was meant for him. Yeah, now with the extra context.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable.
Davey!
Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
And I loved it!
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
What? See, I said it because I was like, man, he cut this off really quickly because he was even like, man, this is so comfortable. And I was so happy doing just mundane things like that. Like, that's what he wanted. He wanted a loop of that. And the thing is, like, we were talking with someone while we were doing it. But Davey was like, okay, this is taking too long. We need to have a finish point. It just can't loop on forever. No, that's what Coda wanted. That was something comfortable for him. He wanted to make the jail cells because he found them interesting. He wanted to make the house because it was interesting to him. You modded his games. You destroyed his games for your own selfish purposes, and now you're showing us the modded versions.
But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate.
No.
What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
This game is...
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement.
Davey!
It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time.
Davey!
If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't.
Maybe...
I still don't really understand why this is here.
Maybe there's a reason
I'll
he
put the
didn't
code
want
on
to
the ground for you
outreach to
here,
you.
though, so that we can move on.
Oh my god. See, like, he's modding it. He's modding it. Also, hello. Welcome to, we're going through some shit. No, he's, like, even modding the game that Coda made for him personally. There's a reason Coda cut him off. He was modding his games. He was sharing them. Well, first of all, he was criticizing his games for not being gamey enough, not having an ending when Coda was enjoying it. 2, he was modding his games without his permission. 3, he shared his games without his permission. And we're also part of the problem because we're playing said games that, you know, were supposed to be shared. And... He is so breathtakingly so good at missing the point. He's trying to justify himself so much here. He's trying to justify his actions and make himself seem like he's the good guy here. With friends like Davey, who needs enemies? We're playing Davey's version of it. Yeah, basically. Because he's modded this one too. He had to go through... The thing is, like, I bet Coda wanted him to solve those things. but he went in, he looked up the code and then modded it to make it easier for him. Like, he didn't play the games. Why did he make his own? I mean, he did make his own. Davey is actually a... He actually is a game developer. He did the Stanley Parable and a good other games. And this is a very... It's not like... It's not real, by the way. But I think that's clear. It's very meta. But the fact is, he has his own games, and he was imposing his ideas onto Coda, who's just like, I just want to make silly things, and they don't need to have a point. They could just, you know, do what they need to do. But he kept being pushed and pushed.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely.
There's a reason!
You know, that's it. That's the end of the conversation.
There's a reason!
Not giving me any way to fix the problem.
He's getting upset.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
It's not for you to fix!
But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
You modded this. He didn't want you to go...
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
You did fail. You failed Coda. You failed Coda so much.
I remember. It's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person.
You don't.
I have no idea who this person is.
You never knew this person. You opposed your ideas.
It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
You had this parasocial idea of Coda. That's the thing. You had this parasocial idea of Coda, Davey, that you didn't know him. You kept making like these elaborate... He never liked Coda. He liked Coda that he made up in his head. Exactly. Coda was his manic pixie dream girl, basically. That's how he thought of him. The manic pixie dream girl. Because even like his first game where he saw him, where he had just the speech bubbles and so forth that were so simple that, you know, it's just things that he wanted to do. Silly little things for himself. But he was like, no, there has to be a bigger point to it. There has to be a bigger point. There doesn't have to be a point. He just likes to make those games. I am Coda's #1 defender.
I had been trying to, though. That was the thing.
He's getting angry about it, too.
For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him.
He doesn't owe you an answer.
I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
He doesn't owe you an answer. You know what? The 3 dots are just 3 dots. He likes 3 dots, and it makes a face. I appreciate 3 dots. I don't need an answer for the 3 dots. They're either like a word bubble, which if that's the case, fine. Or the 3 dots are like a face, and if that's not it, it's fine. He just likes 3 dots. Let him like 3 dots. Okay? It's just silly 3 dots. There doesn't need to be a deeper meaning for it. Doesn't need to have like a pretentious meaning. Getting riled up.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left.
That is
I felt somehow like I had failed.
Oh my god, that is like a whole other separate thing of like that's a whole other additional issue and layer to this. Davey! You were unsure, you weren't sure about yourself, but you were you imposed them onto Coda. You didn't know Coda. Now that I'm feeling your rage here too, Rina, thank you. That's another can of worms, Davey. It really is toxic yaoi. Only Davey is the part of it because he has a very parasocial way of viewing Coda. It's not good. Coda is his manic pixie dream girl. But he's getting mad. Like, he's starting to realize, like... Because it's still bad what he's doing. He modded this game and so forth. But he's starting to realize, like... Okay, you know... Maybe there's more issues here. Like, why isn't he messaging me? Why do I have to do these things? Because I also have issues. So I'm going to impose it on him. I didn't hear what you just said. Sorry. I cut him off. Oh.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Boom goes the dynamite. You figured, okay, he finally caught it. He finally realized he is the problem. He was the problem. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you to not to speak to me anymore. Like, this is written as a very informal way. Sorry, it's written in a formal way, so it seems like there never really was a friendship that Davey thought there was.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I called that. I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. See, that is why he shared those games. And it definitely makes sense now that the Coda one where it's with the brain and everything, that was, it was either modded or Coda being like literally screaming at him, this is what you're doing to me. This is what you're doing to me, and I've had enough. At least he's finally realizing it, yeah.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Davey, it wasn't for you to share. It wasn't. You're a game developer too, Davey. Sharing his game without his consent or knowledge and modding them is it. You destroyed his trust. You didn't get his consent, Davey. Davey. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant some solutions in my work somehow, hidden in between games. See, it was like it wasn't Coda having, like... Coda was going through a lot, but it was because of Davey. I'm just thinking about that guy I know that constantly talks about this one girl's work so much. He made 10K post about her in a year and lied 2,000. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. But Davey, man. Davey, you're a game developer too. You didn't have to do this. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you happier? See, he didn't need any of that in his game. He just wanted to make a game to be for himself. A game just to make himself happy. He liked his simple little games, and I did too. I liked them a lot. But yeah, he was like, yeah, you want to have meaning in my games. You want to have an actual finish to my games. Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Ugh. Giving them something that is not yours to give? Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Yeah, he broke so many. That's just breaking a lot of trust and boundaries and Coda's consent. Would you stop changing my game? Stop the lampposts. Because remember how he was like, Coda wanted to have an ending to it. But it wasn't Coda putting an end to it. It was Davy. That's why there were the lampposts. That's why when we finished we quote finished unquote the prison game, there was a lamp. When we quote finished unquote the cleaning game, there was a lamppost. It was because Davy was just trying to impose like his own beliefs, that there has to be a higher meaning to this, that there has to be just
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing.
Davy,
What does that mean?
Davy, I'm saying this with love, okay? You need therapy. You need to go to therapy. You gotta figure yourself out because you're pushing it onto this person. Would you simply let them be what they are? Exactly. Davy, please, you need to seek help. You need to seek a therapist because you're imposing your ideas onto... And also changing their work, sharing it without their consent. You have your own bucket of problems that you're pushing onto this person. When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. That's why he went like no contact. He makes a lot of sense now why Coda was like, this is the final game. I don't want to talk to you. He made one final game as a way to, you know, he had to solve it and get to this area to realize like, shit, maybe I'm the villain. Maybe I did something really bad. Davy, you need therapy. You desperately need something, and I can't not give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. Agreed. Because honestly, like when you do start creating something, the anxiety kicks in, and also if you're a perfectionist, you're gonna be your biggest critic. You're always gonna be your biggest critic. It wasn't okay. So he definitely was not like burnt. I mean, he probably was burnt out, but he was not self-deprecating. He was not going through an existential crisis. It was Davy that was pushing him into a corner and making him feel sick and just not okay. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than me. Yep, Davy pretty much spelled it out for us. Davy needs help. Davy, honestly, when we're done with this, please seek help. Please go see a therapist. Giga projection, exactly. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. But I think it's clicking. Hopefully, Davy. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. Exactly. Coda is done with him. Coda has cut him off, and that is good. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling. And I agree. That's what I'm saying. Davy needs to get help. He needs to see someone, and that he can have peace.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh, wait.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything.
Davy?
And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up.
This is not a way to apologize.
If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in.
Davy?
I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work.
Yeah.
But I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. No. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Davey. Oh, God. Like, you just unleashed it all there. Davey. It's not really yandere vibes at blog. He honestly has a lot of demons he's battling himself, and that's kind of, honestly, the self-deprecation and existential dread. It falls on more Davey than it does Coda. And he's so dependent on Coda being the answer to help him that he just... It's clicking, like he's like, I hate my...
More.
Davey.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
You need to take some time. It was written on the wall. He hopes that you feel peace, but he cannot talk to you anymore because he knows it's not healthy for him. He's stepping away because he knows it isn't healthy for him, and that you keep doing things that, you know, you ruined his trust. Coda did the right thing by stepping away from you. Coda did the right thing. And now it's starting to click. Look, he finally added in lampposts for you. Because you wanted the lampposts, you got your lampposts. Honestly, like, Davey's going through a lot of things, and it really the projection that he's putting on Coda, where he's the one feeling it.
Solution.
But he's realized it's starting to click with him. It really is clicking with him now.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
He told you from the start.
Wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Yeah, and that's okay. That is absolutely okay. There doesn't have to be a big point to it, Davey. And he was telling you that too. He was letting you know, like, this is the game I wanted to do. He even trolled him a little bit by giving him games that really had no point at all. But he is starting to get, like, it's clicking, and even though it took Coda to do all of this for him to finally realize it, it's clicking. So we can only hope that the next step is that Davey does go get help. Get the help that he needs.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Davey, you're just coming to a realization now, and that's good. It's good, it's progress. He understands that he is the trouble now. He understands that he is the problem, but now comes to struggle whether he can figure out how he can fix himself. Yeah, it's all like, it's baby steps. It's for real baby steps. Like, to figure out, like, once you realize that part of yourself, you need to take the steps to, as small as they can be, to, you know, right it. And Davey has a lot of demons himself that he projected onto Coda. So, yeah, It's gonna take time. It's gonna be hard work, Davy. But I believe in you. I believe that you can make up
If
for
I
this.
knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Davy. Like, he was very wrong in sharing the game because he wanted that praise. He liked that praise. It gave him meaning, as wrong as it was. Davy, man, Davy. Someone's gonna pop in here one day and just be like, "Why does she keep saying my name? Why does she keep saying Davy?" In such a disappointed tone. Davy. But it's not even just it's not disappointment. He did a bad thing. He did a very bad thing. But it's more so he's realizing now, after all the pain, all the hurt, and all the bad that he did, he's realizing it. The next step is to seek help, to take those steps to better yourself, to right your wrongs, even if that means that you never talk to Coda again, because Coda made it clear he doesn't want to hear from you again. But maybe he will see the change in you someday. Even if you don't talk, he will see, maybe in some future work, like the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, that maybe you've grown from it, that you've bettered yourself, that you're going to be okay. He wishes that you will be okay, that you find peace. What now? Now you take the steps to work on yourself, to heal, to find peace.
I think I need to go.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but...
No. You
starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do.
You do, yeah.
I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna...
Good.
Okay.
You got this, Davy. I believe in you. You did a lot of wrong, but you're acknowledging it, and you're going to work on yourself. That's good. This game just oh my god, it hits me hard. Sorry to all the Davies, it's not you, it's him. Unless there's a Davy out there going through a similar situation. Yeah, it's 100% just sad. It's not really anger and disappointment, but just hoping that he manages to get better. Yeah. It's a lot. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah. This is this is why I didn't want to give like too much away. It's been a while since I played it, but every time I play it, it just hits hard. Every time. But I really wanted to go in with not giving much away, other than like one, as mentioned, he is the creator of the Stanley Parable, as he states, and he narrated this. Yeah. It's one of those games like you really don't want to spoil too much. That's why I kept it very vague. Because it's a game that really does hit you. Oh. Elevator. But he's putting in the work now. He realizes he has stuff to do. So that's good. It's okay, Rina. Thank you. It's just honestly a game that really... It makes you think. It puts you in this spot where you have to, like, you think of like every person, like Coda's point of view and Davy's point of view. You realize that you're also the problem from playing this. Like, I am contributing to this by playing his game, by playing Coda's games. But honestly, I would play the hell out of that cabin cleaning simulator. I would play that for hours. Sometimes a game doesn't need to have a purpose. Sometimes there's plenty of games out there that's simple. Like we saw the ideas. Stare at a bear for 3 hours. He had some great ideas. There doesn't need to be a win to it. Games are comfort. They're comforting. And especially for developers who just are making something to make something for comfort's sake. Walk up some stairs really slowly, went hard. Exactly like that. I definitely didn't want to press enter to ruin that experience. I wanted to have the real Coda experience. I just realized I watched Davy's brother on YouTube the other day. Davy's brother? And we're back at it, the Whisper Chamber, where we will... This is as poetic as it gets. We will leave the game the way that he wants. With the same glitch that it had before. This game would go hard too. Remember how Davey pointed out the universe? This was the universe that was below. Or maybe not. But God, this game is just so good. It's so good. It's one huge name. Cinema, for real, cinema. Look at this. That is just magnificent. There is no meaning,
Turn back.
For our Rina.
Turn back from this cave.
It's me. I'm Rina.
You said, let me prove that I'm brave.
This project will not be possible without the following individuals.
Going. The cave goes for miles.
Turn back. Alright. Round of applause. Round of applause.
And you're so
Pachi, 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 pachi. Rina, cover this song.
But I know that you're strong.
It's just such a beautiful game.
So turn
That just...
back.
It's... Story just hits you in many ways, especially when you, like, if it's your first time viewing it. Again, like, no matter how many times I've played this game, it hits just the same. This was truly an amazing experience. Thank you, Rina. I used to think I was the only person who clapped at the end of story games. No, I'm 100%. I cheer for games when they end, because that's just courtesy. Like, there we go. It's just courtesy in my mind, because the developers and everyone who worked on it deserve their flowers. And I really love that the creator of this actually put himself in the game, made it seem so realistic with the storytelling that you can't help but feel kind of guilty when you realize it. It's just such a beautiful game. And I definitely will be playing. There's one more. Well, I still have the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe to play through. I legit thought Coda was a real dude for most of the runtime. Yeah, I did not want to say anything. I kept it all out of my... I was like, I see some of you people asking if this was like a real thing. And I was like, I'm not going to say anything. They need to experience this. This was Stanley Parable debut, right? Yeah. He's got a brother who's a YouTuber. Really? I didn't know he had a brother who's a YouTuber. Well, how do you do, brother? He's not here, but honestly, like, I'm a big fan of Davey, Brendan. I'm a big fan of Crows, and just their work. We still have, like, a short game that is a lot of fun to play. And then we have Ultra Deluxe, which I can't wait to go through that. I want to save that for a whole stream by itself, not for, like... I know I did it for monetization, but that's why I'm saving Ultra Deluxe. Because I just keep on playing it. Baby game, baby game, baby game, baby game. I actually have a similar writing style. I'm writing a video essay, and a key point I make is that everybody involved with what I'm talking about is a bit guilty, including myself. Like, it's such a twist. Like, it's such a good twist. The unreliable narrator. He is an unreliable narrator. Unlike my narrator, who is also an unreliable narrator, but he also... That narrator is my friend. But again, this is just such a beautiful, beautiful game. It's one that I was really looking forward to sharing with you guys, so I'm glad that I finally was able to. Was actually peak, what a ride, yeah. I was very happy I finally got a chance to share this game with you guys, because I've been wanting to play it for so long. 3 hours of staring at an owl. Way better than a bear. Hi. This game, without narration, it goes by very quickly. Originally, like, because the first time I played it by myself. And the second time I played it with friends, kind of watching. And then I watched a friend play it. So adding in, like, the narration, and you also want to, like, scope everything out by yourself too. All I can say, I could stay staring at an owl all day. That game was one hell of a trip, but a good trip. It's just, the storytelling is just so good. The writing is so good. It really convinces you, like, that Davey did something horrible, but it's just the great writing. To put himself in, like, such a meta position as a story, like, as a a game developer, a creator. It's so good. Can we do it again so we can pick up on all the subtle bits of foreshadowing? I tried my best to give, like, some hints at the, like, throughout the stream, but I didn't want to outright say a lot of it, because it's one that, again, like, every time I play it, it still hits just as hard. I still have the same reactions every time. The same visceral, like, reaction when you realize that this is all Davey's doing. Maybe someday we'll do a speed run. I don't think you can speed run it because you have to listen to his narration, but the gameplay, if you go by it that way, I believe it's about an hour something long. This game hit me hard because I know somebody online who's just like that, but worse. I really hope that, you know, they themselves can find peace someday then. He really got going when Dakota showed the last game. Yeah. Like I said, like, anytime I play this game, I feel it. Like, you can feel my rage. Like, even at the beginning, knowing what was, like, where we're gonna go to, it doesn't matter. I will feel the same rage. And it will be like a renewed rage every time, and then I feel the same amount of guilt every time because I realize I'm also the problem. Not only that, I'm streaming the game. I'm extra the problem. Your annoyance at Davey at the beginning makes so much sense now. Yeah. So it's like thrice the guilt. Yeah. Let me turn on the BGM so I can. There we go. But yeah, that was the beginner's guide. We can show off Koda's game without... We showed off Koda's game without his consent, yeah. And I streamed it. I streamed it. That was evil of... Like, evil. Because it hits you too when you realize, like... Playing the game, no matter... It's every time. Same reactions. When you realize that you're part of the problem. Can't believe you hate Koda. No! I'm here to support Koda. I will delete this afterwards. I will delete this. What if I just private the VOD after this? In honor of Koda. We're complicit. We forgive you though because you sided with Koda. Yeah. And I believe that Davey will get the in-game Davey. That's the best way to say it. In-game Davey will get the help. Because this was just wonderful writing. It does convince you so much that we're just really just watching games and how they're being developed. Please don't. Plays this game only to private it right after. Okay, I showed it to you guys. No more. You can't see it. No, no, no. Don't worry. It'll be up. It'll be up because I want the VOD watchers to have the same reaction to this. I want VOD watchers to feel the pain. Hi, VOD watchers. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how this game made you feel. How did Davey make you feel after this? How do you feel being complicit and now watching my stream and being part of the problem as well? Hi, VODers. How'd you like it? Please do, JK, JK. We were here. How's the agony VOD game? Hi, VOD watchers. Hands tissues out. Yeah, there's also points like it really makes me so I had a box of tissues here just in case because I've cried a couple times with this game and I could feel it during the end. I was like, oh man, I gotta hold it together. I gotta hold the house down. But yes. Let me check my schedule really quickly before I see who we can go read into. Alright, so there won't be a stream for tomorrow or Thursday. But you know what? We are gonna liven things up. Don't worry, we're gonna be livening things up on Friday. Because we're gonna be playing Cookie on Me. Rina cleaning ASMR with a southern accent win. I believe I mentioned it before, but for those who weren't here during my birthday stream, I'm actually getting a ASMR mic buff. So that's one reason. I also really wanted to keep this week very chill because last week really did a number on me. So I'm keeping it pretty chill this week. But yeah, no ASMR this week. But once I get the mic buff, I'm excited for you guys to hear. I will be doing ASMR still until I get it, but I wanted to let you guys know that if there is a little break with ASMR and things like that, it's because mic buff is coming. ASMR buff is happening. And I already have some plans. I already have plans with it. I've already planned some ASMR streams. But Friday we're gonna be playing Cookie on Me. We're gonna be playing the first two, depending on how long it takes us, because I don't remember Cookie on Me being quite long. There are a total of 4 games. So what I'm planning is Cookie on Me 1, 2. Then next week, Cookie on Me 3, 4. But Depending on time, who knows? We may play all 4 that day. Mike Buck. Mike Buck. Mike Buck. Why is it hard to say? Mike Buff plus 1 tingles. Yes. I have a Roblox game I want to recommend. It's called Generic Cooking Game. It's pretty chill. I know a couple of the girls have been telling me to play Roblox because they have really good fan games. And a bunch of friends, like other friends as well, have been like, Rina, you need to get Roblox. I really want to play the knockoff Squid Games. Was it the shrimp game? Roblox is pretty fun. Someday maybe. Shrimp Games is pretty good. Crab Game. I suck at Crab Game, but my god, I would love to be in a giant collab and just die right away. Because that's just my luck with Crab Game. Roblox Squid Game is peak comedy. I have seen a few of those videos that I just crack up, where it's like the screams are so visceral. Like if you mess up, they're like, no, stop! I don't want to die! And it was like, wow, this is realistic. I kind of want to be in this. Because that's kind of me when I play Crab Game, is I go into that kind of mode. I go into, if I have my mic, you know, toggled on and I'm pressing it, I get pretty visceral reactions for the longer the longer I'm in it, if I don't die right away. I think it's a fun way to play it. Yeah, everything I've seen with like shrimp games, it seems really fun. Like they had the freaking cookie game. I like the cookie game. I want to try that. Hearing a kid scream about his cookie will always be funny. Yes, it will be. I 100% agree. Also, as mentioned earlier, I mentioned it early on stream, we're going to be having a members-only stream on Sunday, where we are exploring one of YouTube's earliest horror projects, In the Dark, a Louise Paxton story. And don't worry, I am going to be going through and writing down the ones that I've not seen, that you guys recommended. Because I do want to have like these member-only deep dive streams. And just show off projects. Like, I definitely want to do, because it's pretty, especially if like, I saw someone mention this on the Discord as well, so I'll bring it up too. Like Local 58, right? Local 58? Yeah, Local 58, the Gemini Project, the Mandela Catalog, well, mainly more so the previous 2. I'm a huge fan of. I love the aesthetic of them. So I definitely want to do little deep dives of those. Marble Hornet deep dive I love Marble Hornets, but the thing is, I love Everyman Hybrid more. But I think like Toka and I were talking about doing a watch along of it. Vita Carnus, I remember a little of it. I don't know if that's one I watched all the way through though. But there's like a bunch, and I do have a couple like ARG deep diving games, like Shipwreck, and I do want to make like, I won't be streaming those since it does go into files. But those are things I'm gonna be recording and then editing them down, because I want to play was it Kinettle Pet? I really want to play that, but not on stream. I know zero about analog horror, so I'm looking forward to learning more about it from you. It's not even just like analog horror. There's just so much good out there. We could do a deep dive sometimes. Yes. Gemini Project, things like those. Everyman Hybrid. I'm very excited for this one. In the Dark, the Louise Paxton. I also mentioned wanting to do Daisy Brown, another really good one that I've seen a couple times. It's been a couple years since I've watched it, But that was one that I would just like sit through and just be like, I want to do, you know, this house has people in it. Anything Wham City based. Like, those definitely. I know I talked with some of the girls about maybe doing a watch along of Everyman Hybrid. But the thing with like doing a watch along, especially with those kind of streams, is you have to pause. Sometimes even going like second by second on those and enhance, because you want to see everything that's happening, and there's a bunch of Easter eggs too. When I do deep diving, I do a lot of that where I will pause, I will rewind, and we will go through and see like all the mysteries together. Like if you don't, or even people will be like, Rina, did you see that? So there'll probably be even things that I didn't catch that you guys did. Can't wait for the 13-hour long watch party. Do you want to know how long? Okay, well, I mean, if we watch it in seasons, Marble Hornets, it's not that bad. If you watch it in seasons. Same with Dad Feels. If you watch it by seasons. Everyman Hybrid, they don't really have seasons. I believe it's like 16 hours long, adding in their live streams and things they do on other people's channels. There's a Minecraft playthrough that also plays into the story. There's a lot with Everyman Hybrid, but it's so fun to look through. I feel like when oh god, that's... I don't know if I could honestly do like a full watch through it, break it down step by step. Yeah, Everyman does like arcs. Cause that was one that would pause like every couple years and so forth. But it's still my favorite in terms of Slenderman series. And of course there's a couple other Slenderman series I haven't seen yet. I'm trying to remember the one I do like that's it's not very known. What is it? Carotene Garden. Carotene Garden is a really good... It starts off as a Slenderman ARG, but then it's kind of like how Everyman Hybrid does. It kind of goes off into its own, story. Carotene Garden starts off as a freaking nail art tutorial channel. Then it goes from there. Ooh, an old creepypasta night would be fun. Don't worry, I have plans with some creepypasta. Don't worry. That might involve ASMR. I just have to make sure like what is approved that I can do that's not membership. Because some of them will be like, yeah, you can't read this on stream. You can't monetize off of that, which is 100% understandable. So I want to make sure I fall into guidelines if I'm reading any creepypasta and so forth. Sonic.exe, let's go. And then play all the fan games. I do want to do another... I really like doing the random short games I found on itch.io that I did for Christmas. So I might do that. We got Valentine's coming up, but I already have plans. I've already kind of figured out what I want to do for Valentine's, but we might add those in as well. Maybe before Valentine's and after Valentine's. Play like a bunch of weird indie games. The Keanu Reeves dating game. That's a good one. But yes, that's enough yapping out of me, because I need to end here soon. Let me see, who we can go. Hop in and raid. Who is on? Oh gosh, I'm stuck between two. I'm stuck between two because both of these sound like a great idea. All right. No, I'm gonna go with... Alright. We're gonna be... Toka and Yui are doing a Silly Juice doodling collab right now. So I'm gonna send this over to Yui. So let's go give them a hoot hoot. They're drawing ponies. They're still drawing ponies? Well, I didn't know what they were drawing, but now I'm curious. Let them have their My Little Pony time. They drew me as a pony? Okay, now I definitely need to see. Okay. Give me 2 seconds. Let's set this up. Okay. Alright, let's hop on over there. We're gonna give a good hoot hoot. Hoot hoot. Alright. Yap time is over. Yap time is over. It's time to nap. So, sweet dreams and sleep tight, sleep peeps. Thank you for joining me on the beginner's guide and trusting me through this kind of emotional journey. Yes. Bye-bye. Good night. Good day. Good all. Bye-bye. Sweet dreams.